Let's take a little journey in my humble abode, crib style.
Nice reactions. Play those inches. Yours. Head up more. Keep feeling it out. I love it. Nice. Nice. Love it. Good.
No, okay.
Move your feet. Snaps and move your feet. Keep those hands and feet moving. You open it till tongue, even if it's just one or two types of takedowns. You just stand still, it's less likely, right? Come on, hand fight, get your elbow back to the inside. Unless you're gonna play a wizard game. Are you gonna play a wizard game?
I don't think so.
So get your elbow back to the inside. Your right elbow. Yes.
Inside?
Get it to the inside.
I don't really know how to bring it inside without giving you a deeper underhook.
Right here. Dim mock. Head down, like your death touch, right?
Okay.
Then I'm gonna bring my elbow to the fingers to the sky, elbow down, and then a re-underhook. So even if you have a tight underhook, like a tight one, right?
Yeah.
You see how
Yeah.
I can like re-pummel that inside position? Yeah. So dim mock, like a quick boom and point to the ceiling. Good. You don't even have to create as much space.
Yeah.
You could do it more like point to the ceiling from here. To the ceiling with your elbow straight, arm straight.
Oh, okay.
That. That.
Yeah.
And kind of turn your hand to face you. And then you can windshield wiper. You're just going to be able to get it tighter.
Oh.
Do you see this?
Yeah. Okay.
Rather than like this big movement.
Yeah.
So if I'm in an underhook, chest punch, move your feet back, but not body. Now point to the ceiling, now pummel. Good.
Okay.
And then I do the same.
Yeah.
And now you do the same. Good. Good. Feel that?
Yeah.
Rather than like conceding a takedown based on like some dude has an underhook, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, here's. Lefty, I love it. Let's go, Keith, finish your takedown. Look for Sankaku, look for a back take. Nice. Keep coming up, get your head high in these scrambles. Don't like reside underneath unless you have like a line on a foot lock leg lock. Then positionally it's different than a scramble for wrestling. But man, you gotta get your head higher than me on a scramble roll. Otherwise, I'm just sitting weight on you and gravity wins. That's like the old, every D1 coach.
Yeah.
Head high!
Yeah.
And the scram.
Yeah.
Still you. We're finishing this. Good! I love it! Fuck yeah, bro. Nice. Good job, Keith. Pass my elbows if I'm on your head. Good. Here's. Good. Snap my arms too, not just my head. Clear. Good. Good. Snap, shots, fakes, good. Nothing yet. Come on. Yeah. Head higher. Right? Good shit, Keith. Whoosh. Got the cold dip firing if you want to go in, or the sauna.
It's easier in a short go when
Yeah, of course. You're not going to save, conserve.
I'd like to be able
You know, you get to the, what, the third day of ADCC, and that means it's 5 and 5, 10-minute match.
10
and 5.
10 and 5, yeah.
So 15-minute match, right?
And that's it's hard to sustain.
Yeah. So like monitoring yourself kind of a similar way. To be able to have energy in a 15-minute, but also capitalize on the moment if it's there, rather than forcing shit.
Yeah.
Unless you think that's like the only way to beat someone.
Capitalizing.
Like going for it, yeah, like hunting.
There
Rather than probing and feeling and methodically feeling into the moves, more just the moves.
Okay.
And you know, you can kind
There
of
are
get
certain guys, yeah, that like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't think I'd need to, you know.
You're methodical and you're in good shape, so you could play both sides. You could hunt the kill right away or go 15. You should think that way at least. What's the worst case scenario? You go 15 minutes. Be ready for that shit. That was always my mantra. In wrestling, like 7 minutes. While I'm in the tunnel or while I'm And if I win in 38 seconds, bonus.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm ready to go 7.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm geared for.
Yeah, makes sense.
How dare it go to overtime because I'm not ready for that.
Yeah.
9 minutes.
Yeah. But you wouldn't want to tell yourself that anyway.
No, exactly. Yeah. That's why it's just like, be ready to go the whole fight. Whatever position you're fine in. If it's defending, you gotta defend to get out. Whatever.
Okay.
That got me a lot less nervous. And getting one handle. Once I get a hand on someone, the nerves tend to quell. But before then, a lot of times it was my own mind that got me tired, not them.
Yeah.
My legs are already heavy, shaking hands. It's like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
How do I prepare and be the best self? You did all the work, let yourself be free in the moment. It's like a coach's mantra. I've said this so many times to athletes.
Yeah.
Just like get
Yeah.
the work. How many times I've cut weight wrestling and judo where if I didn't have a sauna, I probably wasn't gonna make weight. So I linked those two psychologically in a way that was super negative. But nowadays, it's hard to find me not spending 1 time a day. So it's a good way to stretch and relax, as well as all the modern science that's been coming out more and more lately about heat shock proteins. So you create like a good system and network that fights off cancer cells that if they're emerging. So it's a good rationale to spend an hour here to relax away from the chaos that ensues inside with my kids. So it's a built-in vacation rather than trauma-inducing, weight-cutting, nightmarish hellscape that it used to be. The duality. plunge and train every day. I know it's hard on the weekends and traveling sometimes when I'm teaching seminars. So sometimes I get caught off of my kind of course schedule where those things have to happen for me to feel well and get good sleep. So that's kind of answering some of those questions I get online about longevity and how I'm able to keep training at my age. Sure, that to me, it's just me. I'm 44. Of course, I've lost a step or two or three, but I'm able to compensate in different ways now, where it's choosing movements and moves that adjusted for the lack of mobility in my knee or my back. I'm not turning my back as much, doing big throws where I'm rotating or basing my whole style on that. So it's being able to adjust and evolve and adapt throughout this linear timeline where it goes from Father Time always wins. So the inevitability of me being able to do this and keep doing it for much longer is probably coming to an end at some point soon. I'm just trying to keep it going day by day. I had an MRI for my back yesterday. I'm probably going to need a knee replacement sooner rather than later. It's just all these things accumulating, so it's not one thing, it's another. I'm going to try and just kind of push through and make it about me doing what I can rather than everything. Inch my way towards little successes in training for myself, where I'm still training. Most of it's about my clients who I'm training. So if I can't be there for them at my best self, it's hard for me even to go and be there. Because I'm a perfectionist. I want to be able to get out there and show them how to do it, or to be a partner for them so I can feel it. And those things are hard to do every day. The body takes all this impact and the brunt of those impacts. And banged up most of the time. I want to be there for my kids, so it's hard for me to rationalize being there for my clients if I'm a sack of shit for my kids. I can't pick them up and throw them around and play baseball and football and tumble with my daughter, so it's trying to balance those things, which is tough. Because I personally, my ego, I want to do this forever. I want to train, but I want to be able to give my kids the attention and physicality. I'm gonna have to choose on something. So, yeah. Nice shirt, Keith. Love it, bro.
Thank you, thank you.
Gotta wear it everywhere.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'll wear it very proudly. Thank you. I'm gonna head out.
Thank you for coming, Keith.
Thank you.
I'll be back in like a week.
Perfect. Perfect.
Man, Alex.
Yep. I'll shoot you a message.
I'll see you in like a little more than a week, but feel that shit, bro.
Yeah. As soon as I figure out what's going on, I'll let everyone know. So.
Hopefully there's no surgery.
Cool.
No surgery.
Yeah. Enjoy your trip. Have fun, man.
Thanks, brother.
See ya.
Thanks, out, Keith.
See ya.
See you, Alex. We'll see how long that camera lasts in the whopping 134 degrees. See, that's the thing with infrared saunas. They don't get as hot. There's some voodoo about how it heats up the light. And the sauna, the electric saunas with the rocks heat up the air, the moisture in the air. And that gets hotter. But I guess this gets to the core of you in a way that's better for you, which I don't understand, but this is just the poor man's sauna until, I decide to invest a substantial chunk into, a $10,000 unit. Unless any of you out there, sauna companies, want to throw out the assist, of course. But yeah, it still gets pretty hot. Hot enough for me, and I'm just a jalopy. I just sweat, dude. I'm flopping everywhere I go. I flop sweat. So even if I'm not training, I find a way to be sweaty. It's a weird thing.
Sometimes just speaking on camera.
Oh God, yeah. That's when I get, well, it's like usually I have like, I don't know, I overthink it and then it becomes a paralysis analysis thing and then I stumble and I can't be like my most authentic self. So usually when I'm most off the cuff, and I at least keep the point in mind, it goes well. But when I try to memorize exact copy, it's really hard. You know, I could get about 80% of it right and it'll come off well, or I could get 100% of it and I'm flop sweating and I'm trying to like do algorithms in my brain rather than just be concise and get my point across. So a lot of times it's me more off the cuff where I feel a little bit more like I'm making a valid point or just speaking well. Let's take a little journey to my humble abode, crib style. Just do a little splash down and rinse before I cold dip. Nice. All right, now for the hard one. This one I just try and get through the first 30 seconds. And then after that, euphoria hits. So the hardest thing for me was to control my breathing originally when I first started doing this, where I'd feel like really overwhelmed and I'd have to quicken my breathing. But over time you kind of learn to manage that and mitigate the shock of it, and you know it's going to end and you're going to acclimate. Your blood's going to rush to your center. This thing that prevents a thermo layer, so there's running water that's making the water move, so I don't ever get that comfort of like a little insulary film that builds around you if you're stagnant, so keeps things sharp. My little wellness center in this nook is paying dividends as far as being able to function. I hate it. Shirley walking by and looking at me all doing the man's work. So I'm talking about functioning. She's like lifting things and hammering things. That's your dose of reality right there. Trying to like float in lotus. She's over there banging nails. Good shit. Right after a hard workout, I need some protein. So I'm gonna refuel a little bit before my next sessions rather than eat a meal. I'm gonna go with a heaping scoop and then do a little extra sauce, just to, I always like to do a little extra anyways of everything. Shakeage. All right. That is good, you know. I wasn't into like protein shakes or powders or anything until recently. Yeah, so Jocko Fuel, as far as pre-workout is concerned, is great. Post-workout, this is my new go-to. You know, if I go hard and I don't want to eat a meal, but I also need nourishment, I can see it in my face. This is where I'm headed every time. I had like 30 of the pre-packaged ones. Those were gone in like 30 days. So I'm now on to like 3 of these, and this is my last one. So I got to re-up. just like you out there. Good Shiza. Yeah, the chocolate is good.
So good.
So good.
Dude, you gotta put it in a mug and heat up some milk and then put it in there. It tastes like hot chocolate.
That sounds like a lot of work.
I know, I know. Putting it in the microwave is a lot.
Alright, let's do 30 seconds, single leg, you're hopping, you're lifting it, you're touching the back foot sometimes.
Okay.
But like, keep it kind of mobile, don't just do a bunch of back trips. Like run the pipe lightly, 30 seconds, go. Whizzer, good. Good, we're not getting takedowns, but we're getting close, right? Keep that head up, Paige, good, I like that. Ten seconds. I love it. Already doing the things. Yes. Good. Okay, Paige, keep your left elbow down.
Okay.
Like, just keep your elbows in. Like, punch your shoulders, but keep your elbows in. T-Rex.
Okay.
Last one. Left elbow. See that, like,
I try, yeah. I try.
just keep going. Right? It's like a weird off-balance thing.
So do I almost put my elbow in front of my body?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm doing a little shot, boom, I'm popping out, rotating, coming down. Do you see?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Oh.
instead of kind of,
Yeah.
I'm kind of in and propping it. You see my elbow? This takes a lot less work
Yeah.
for me because the way I'm like holding your arm up, I'm like, here's like the foundation. This part is not really doing much.
Yeah.
It's being held up, which holds that leg in place. So when I'm here and I pop up, do you see how?
Yeah.
Now if I want to finish, I don't even need to change like the grip. I can just time those bounces.
That's freaking cool.
Last one.
Okay, thanks, coach.
So bring your left elbow down. Like, and bring your left hand. Yeah, so do this with your left hand. This. Now bring it, you see how low my elbow is? Now, there you go. Now this is holding up this, not this. This side. Good.
Okay.
It's gonna be a lot harder for her to,
Kick out?
yeah. There's
And
no
if I
room.
want?
Sure, do some craziness.
Okay, cool. Thank you, coach.
Yeah. Okay, so that was it for that. Like, we're gonna find different
appreciate
entries
that.
to our sweep single. Like, in front of someone or like within transitions of other tie-ups, right? So now let's take this, you know, we can do arm drags, we can do it for an underhook. It's just how we get our sweep single. Whether it's, I have an underhook, you know, doing the same kind of thing. Whether I have an arm drag and do the same thing. Whether I have an underhook to an arm drag, it's the same thing. So kind of like, let's try it from an underhook. Same easy kind of move. And then let's do it from an arm drag. And let's do it from an underhook to an arm drag.
Okay.
So kind of like start data chunking those positions with our shot.
And then are we starting in the inside tie? I work to get
Yeah, so however, if you want to like, I like to get an underhook through this grip. However,
Yeah.
now like, do you see how
Yeah.
I'm not like fighting through the inside. I'm like taking the outside and rotating through like a little Aikido.
Okay.
Wrists turn. Good. Now go to the tricep with your right hand. Now step and take your same shot. Like step to your right, pull, now go. Good. Now pop up the same way. Good. And a lot of times it helps if you have this underhook, however you get to it. If I'm kind of this person, right? Do you feel?
Yeah.
Instead of kind of like,
Back in your booty. Yeah.
if I'm this person, like, oh man, there's better options. I feel like, yeah, like you have my hips. Unless
Oh,
they're a
God.
judo master, like you know what I'm
One
saying.
day.
But if they're a judo
Probably.
master, it's a trap. Like, it's, but if they're not, because they're just like a little lazy or tired, even, it's just like this is tiring to defend things. So if you have an underhook, most people are gonna be like, so step to your side, go. Good. Don't shoot both hands, right? Shoot
Yeah.
one hand, and then go to the second hand. So you have an underhook, and then yep. So I'm backing up, and you
Good, nice. Good, not bad.
Get that money.
What's up? Congrats. Great job. What's up,
Seriously, I'm so proud of you. That was a dog fight.
Oh my goodness, killed
I know,
it.
at the end too.
Just believed in yourself and bam! Fuck you, I'm taking that on. That was awesome.
Awesome shit.
Sloan watched and was like, damn, Liz, what the hell? Doing so good.
We say arm bars don't work. I hate arm bars. I'm like, I guess I have to do an arm bar.
Oh, that shit works. We take arms home, baby.
Oh, great job. Seriously, great job today. Great job.
Yeah, thank you so much. So grateful. Good to see you.
You too.
Oh, this one. Sorry, really.
Oh, shit.
No, you're good.
Frame throw. Get your head a little lower when you commit to throw, and keep your right foot in the air for a smidge longer.
Okay.
Instead of when he lands, you're stepping down.
Mm-hmm.
Keep that leg elevated.
Like we've worked with.
Yes, it's just follow through on your swing. Good follow through. Or you could finish up here too, where you spring it over, and now you're more straddling. And then you could obviously do that to your knees to mount, but think of one more like Uchimata. You're gonna throw him with Uchimata, do one more Uchimata to get your leg over his potential quarter guard, half guard stuff. Yep, like bring your head down. Like it's like almost like a gymnastics, like, rather than try to do it up here, where you're gonna get all tangled
so
up.
much space.
Yeah. There you go. Do you see that? Now you can sit back into that whatever. Try it. It's right there.
Here we go. Not
No. Okay. So obviously all this is like taking place in the fact that they have an overhook, right?
Yeah.
So let's kind of get, or an underhook, double underhook. So let's get on the wall in a similar way. Where you said she wants to throw with her left.
Yeah, she comes into.
So this is the side.
Yeah.
So.
Body?
Yeah. So don't hook yet. Don't hook yet. Yes. So in this position, like be able to do the same things and move towards me. Rather, you can't lean back and fade away.
Right.
So you got to like scrape and move laterally. Good. And at some point, you got to rotate
And
into
then
this.
feel the commitment and turn. We've done this before.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's either Uchimata or Harai, right?
Yep.
Good. You're fine. Nice.
A little bit of reaching.
It's okay. It's not as fluid because the space is lacking. So you're gonna have to make it work even with the same mechanics, but it's gonna look different.
Yeah.
Try and get your right toe to the inside of his left thigh real quick when he's body locking.
Okay.
Real quick. Just right here. Bring your knee out. Foot it. Good. Now turn that way a little bit with your wizard. No, like turn, face that way. Yes. Start using that as your setup, right? For Uchimata.
It's the same thing where
Yeah. So don't give up. If you're gonna lift Harai, I get it, why you want to face your butt away. But usually it's not because they have a body. Usually if you're gonna do Harai, it's like we're here. We're here even. And then I got to like create some space. But if he has a body, they have a body lock, different. We're surviving. We're not gonna be able to do all this, like fade away, because we gotta acknowledge reality, the body lock. So we're like trying to create space and like, do you see how like, I just did the same thing? And I could like bail and front headlock or finish that Uchimata based on, I probably would finish that Uchimata.
Yeah.
Uchi. Good! I love it. These little tricks, you're doing it. He's stepping right, you're going, rather than when his left foot's forward.
Feeling the right time. This way.
Good, ready to get that foot in and feed it. Uchi. Good. Beautiful, committed like the full seesaw. Good luck. I think you got this.
Thank you, I appreciate
Let's do
it.
it. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, of course.
Life saving. You were perfect, like by the way. Good shit.
No, it's like, I'll just get killed by Justin. I just accept it. That's just.
I was ready for it too. I was ready. I told Eric. Maybe that's not exactly what I said. I'm more like, I don't think I'm ready for this. My trusty Dolomer mat cleaner. I make sure to do this before and after all my sessions here. Keep it sanitary. Make sure that no outbreaks happen and start here. So better believe I take it serious, especially with 2 kids in a family. I'm not trying to give them ringworm, impetigo, mat herpes, staph. It's just too old for that shit.